Well, hi guys, and welcome back. So again, I'm using this custom planner made by the Happy Planner. I absolutely love it. I do. And if you want to see like a full flip through of this, I do have that on my channel. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on this stress management extension. And you can see I already got all of that set up and ready to go for the month of January. I don't really use like the whole monthly part of it, even though I was thinking maybe that's where I could like start doing my gratitude, maybe because I got gratitude and reframing coming up. We've passed the whole breathing and mindfulness, which I mean I do enough of anyways. So we're moving on to the next steps. And again, these are the new stickers that are in my shop. That was the digital version. These are the ones that I print and ship. So if you like what you see today, that's where these came from. But enough of that. Let's get planning here. So I'm going to do this one a little bit different than what we've been doing since we got the whole reframing step here. What I want to do is I want to create areas down here in this like journaling area to where I can list one thought that I had for the day that like they call it an event, but you know, I mean it could be an event, but basically it's like how you perceive it, like how you think about it. So I want to create like little reframing areas of where I could take the initial original like negative thought, I guess, and reframe it into something positive. So yeah, that's what we're working on. The appreciation part of it, I'm taking it as like gratitude, like focusing on the good around you, and you know, and instead of being like a grumpy gills all the time, just what was the one thing that you appreciated today. um but yeah, no, the whole reframing thing, that I definitely could use some work on that. And basically what that is it's just really how you change how you view a negative event and or a thought. So like maybe you could think that you had the worst day ever because you didn't get to get a coffee or something on your break. And I know it's not the worst thing, but like guys, I'm trying to find something easy while I'm picking out these stickers. But yeah, like you would just reframe it. You could say, okay, well, maybe you could take it as like you didn't really need the coffee. Maybe you saved money. Maybe you saved calories. Maybe you got like another treat earlier on and it was better than the coffee. Like you just, it's not the worst thing. Like you just keep telling yourself it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I don't know. That's reframing to me. Yes, I was going to try to rip this in half. This is washi tape made by Scotch, and I'm just going to tell you it's pretty damn durable. So we were not ripping this in half. So it looks like a straight edge it is. um, okay, so let's see here. What else do we got going on? Um, I'm actually really surprised at like how well this whole stress management extension pack is going. I definitely did pick the right month for it. I really needed this for the month of December. It got a little bleak, and it was just nice to have that like one little page, which yeah, I do journaling and that in my regular layouts, but I don't know, it was like the one spot of where I could like literally focus on like good things. Like, oh yeah, that like we made cookies together, or me and Ray baked a cake. We tried a new recipe. You could tell our centers around food. Food is joy in this household. Um, got to hear from a friend that you haven't heard from in years, that got to go on a trip, or, just something new, it's not the same old blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of how I'm using this. I'm sure everybody uses, this extension pack in their own way. If you got any ideas, if you have used this extension pack, let me know. Like, what did you do? Did you use photos? Did you make vision boards? Yes, I had to get another washi. I used all of my blue from the original pack. I'm always proud whenever I like finish a washi roll too. But definitely like this dark blue one here. This is one of my favorites. So I did have to buy that whole pack just to get another roll of this. I'm addicted to it. Um, okay, so let's see here. Where were we? Yeah, okay, getting back to like, if you've even tried a layout like this, maybe it doesn't have to be this exact extension pack. Maybe you had some other type of guided journal. Like, what were some of the things that you put in it? Because it's kind of like a sneak peek, I guess, or behind the scenes, but I am trying my best to create like inserts and guided journals of my own for this year. Because I mean, it's really difficult to find something that you really want, and I want something that's going to be like helpful and beneficial to the person who buys it, but I also want it to be usable. Like, you're gonna get the most out of it if you do purchase it. Like I want it to actually do what it claims it's going to do. And it's one of the scary things, like when you are actually trying to incorporate psychology things. Do I have a psychology degree? Yes. Do I have certifications? Yes. But at the same time, I am not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or even a counselor, okay? Mine's really based in the research and what the techniques do. Are they proven? Do they actually provide results? And again, you have to look at it because, like, everybody's different. Everybody has different circumstances. Everybody has different backgrounds. Everybody, perceives reality differently. Like, you could watch the same event as me, and me and you are both going to perceive it differently. So, like, I don't know, like, that's why I got into psychology to begin with. But, I mean, I just have this thing. Like, I just want to try to help people with the knowledge that I do have. But at the same time, I have to make sure that I do not cause harm. We do not want to cause harm. So, I guess that's one of the disclaimers that I'm gonna have to, like, put on these things or something. Like, if you need real treatment, please see somebody who can provide that. Other than that, I'm gonna help you try to journal stuff and, you know, work through some things and hopefully, lead to, more fulfilling days, more meaningful days. What was it? I just got done with a discussion. I was suggesting my favorite book. It was someone who just wanted to clear their heads. They were digital detoxing, which I highly recommend to everybody. With me being somebody who's on YouTube and Instagram, it's kind of like impossible. It's impossible for me, definitely during these 2 weeks, but like I'm definitely not carrying around the stupid phone with me at all times. Half the time it's flipped upside down, it's on silent. I really only go to it when I need to. But no, I suggested one of my favorite books, which is The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus. I highly recommend it to anybody. If you want a challenging read, if you want a book that is going to change how you perceive life, how you perceive the mundane, just how you go about your everyday, this is definitely like one of those good reads. It is for the introvert. We will start there. If you're an extrovert, I don't really know what you would get out of this book. You'd be like, what the hell is he talking about? But it's for those people who go through life and you kind of like live in your head and you just keep wondering, like, why is this way? Why do we do that? Why does this person do that? And it's, like I said, it's a thinker. It's really difficult to read. You will have to reread some of the paragraphs like 5 times to actually understand what was being said. But, I don't know. In my opinion, it is one of the best books that were ever written, okay? I've read this book like 5 times already. But it's always a good read. I love it. So that's a little bit into my mind. Again, I'm using these circle stickers that I made. This is where I'm going to put the initial thought, and this square, the boxes that go with them, are going to be where I reframe it. So again, it's not going to be like lengthy journaling. I do have a separate journal. It's a private journal. I am not putting that on YouTube. There's nothing fancy to look at it. It is literally just me and pencil. But that's where I get all of my thoughts out. And it really does. It does, guys. It really does help to just write it down. Sometimes you realize what you were thinking was so like, I don't want to say stupid, but it was silly, and really nothing to worry about. Sometimes you solve your own problems by doing that, and it's just, I mean, I highly recommend just having a junk lined piece of paper, or just even a plain piece of copy paper, and just like write. Just write what's on your mind. Write what you're thinking about. What is making you angry at the moment? What made you happy today? What are you worrying about? Does that thing even exist? Is it actually going to happen? Most of the times, no. Are you thinking about something in the past? Like, again, like, why are you thinking about it? It's happened. It's already is. And yeah, guys, I didn't leave myself room for the fourth. So yeah, these are gonna have to be moved. Got into thinking. Okay, so we got to gently peel these off. Look at that wonderful sticker paper. Because I do, which I'm probably biting off more than I can chew with this, but again, this is the first layout, and this is when you learn if it works or not. But I want to try to reframe a thought at least once a day. I don't want to admit that I'm going to have these thoughts every day, but we're human, and it's going to happen. We're actually, humans are geared to think negative. Actually thinking positive goes against the norm. The whole understanding, the whole theory behind this is that we are geared to think negative about things because it's a safety feature. And all the humans, back in the day, that were, I guess, paranoid and worried, they were the ones who survived. So, like, if you're somebody who, you're always thinking negative and you're like, why am I so negative? That's why, you're actually doing what you're naturally made to do. That's the trick to it, is you have to try to get yourself to not think negative. That's why it's so difficult. It's not natural. But, I mean, we live in, basically, safe societies now, so you don't really have to, like, get a fight or flight over something that's stupid. Again, I don't like to use that word, but I mean, I feel like it's general enough now. That, like, you spill your coffee or something and you're just like, oh man, my day is ruined. And you just instantly, like, go on a negative vibe for the whole day. It's not ruined. You just spilled the coffee. That is it. Like the saying, like, don't cry over spilled milk, apparently there's more milk on the way. Unless you spilled it on a fluffy carpet, then it's going to stink. That I can see, but then again, like, if you cry about it, it's not going to fix it. I guess go and get the carpet scrubber and try to suck it out of the carpet as fast as possible so it doesn't stink, or just throw the carpet away. Yeah. Yeah, Dan, that's where we went to on that. Okay, all right, so I'm just, randomly throwing around confetti, guys. I think that's why I also like doing these types of layouts too, because it gives me a chance to kind of just, like, vibe with yins. I'm not really explaining what I do. I just kind of go with the process and just, sit here and talk to myself, and hopefully one of yous hear what I say and you like it and it makes your day. I'm trying to cut off all this excess white here. For these, like where it has like multiple dots and stuff on it, it was difficult to put the white space around it because you had to make it so big to like incorporate everything and not make like little spaces in between. I don't really know how to explain it. If you've ever worked with Cricut in the whole offset thing, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just wish it would just create an outline and be done with it. But yeah, it basically goes from the image, and if they're spaced out far enough, like we have with these stars and stuff, it'll create like negative voided areas. So it'll cut like a hole in the sticker. So the white space does have to be pretty big. So I'm just going to openly apologize for that, but that is the reason why when you get the clusters. Would I like to put these on clear sticker paper? Yes. That is my ultimate goal. Again, I have yet to find any clear sticker paper that I like. It's either it doesn't print properly and it smears, or it's too glossy, and I've even accidentally, I believe it was frosted, I accidentally bought the frosted version, which, I mean, would be really cool for like invitations and stuff, like card decorations, but not for a planner layout. It just, I don't know, I had a very weird texture to it. But I don't want them to be so stupid shiny that it like reflects when I go to take a photo of it, you know? I know it's out there. I know, it's just I haven't found the brand yet. Again, you know, if you have clear sticker paper that you use for an inkjet printer, leave it in the comments down below. You know, I will try it out. It's just something I've been trying to do for, I'm gonna say, at least 3 years now. I've even tried the foil stickers. I was making those for the shop, and I mean, they come out okay. It's just not as, I guess, perfect. I guess I got to stop trying to be perfect because I'm not a machine. I am an at-home creator. But, I mean, they were good enough. I made some layouts with them, but I just didn't feel right selling them. Maybe I'll have to bring those back too. But, yeah, no, I've tried that. I've tried many things. But it just seems like I always go back to the boxes. The boxes seem to be the best seller. They're the go-to. You can't really go wrong with them. And as you can see, like we've just started incorporating these watercolor decorations in like circles and square boxes. I really don't know why it took me that long to learn how to do that. My problem is that I could create them, like I can make them on Procreate, but it was trying to get it into a digital format with a transparent background once it goes into Cricut, because you know I have to resize it and everything, and get it so that whenever you order it, you could just print and cut. That's the whole purpose, and yeah, the struggle was real. Okay. Let's see here. I think that is enough decoration there. I do want to do something with this sidebar, so I'm just going to use 2 of these full boxes here, and then, it's off camera. Let me get this thing up here. I'm just trying to figure out what color I want here. So, I'm just going to put this one as like a label or like a starter, you know, for like what's going to go into the box. And we're going to do the same thing up here. And I'm going to try to line this one up like right under reframing so it lines with the top edge of the, you know, planner section. And we're just going to put one of these golden orange ones. Let's see here. I kind of overlapped the box. So let's overlap the box up here so that it looks the same. Oh, God, guys, the phone is starting to do weird things again, so I am fairly sorry if this voiceover doesn't really make sense, because it's giving me weird things again. I don't know why the phone is acting this way. And yes, I do voiceovers for my videos. It's just definitely easier, okay? I just focus on the planning, I focus on creating the layout, and then we go back through and I talk to you. I've tried the talking through the process, and those videos are like an hour and a half 1.5 long, okay? Like, I am not somebody who can talk and plan at the same time. So, um, really hoping that this is continuing. Yes, I did pick out this shine quote sticker. Um, I feel like it goes with the vibe of the page, the vibe that we're going for the year. I'm just gonna clean this up just a little bit. And again, I apologize if none of that of what I just said made sense, guys, because I had no idea what was on the screen except for like little epileptic style flashes of the video. Oh, technology. You love it and you hate it, okay? But it looks like things are going smooth now. Just in time for the end of the video. Hopefully the end of the video. Just cleaning up my space. Again, just trying to give you a chance to look and see at what happened, because I really don't know what yins are going to see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the marker here. Just gotta try to find some mild liners that like match. That definitely didn't work the way I thought it was. Let's see here. I got this one. It's close. It's not an exact match, but it's close. What was that one again? That's one of the new ones. I don't get to use it. That was soda blue. So we got blue and soda blue. I thought the denim would work. It didn't. And of course, the gold's going to work. We already kind of knew that going in. So it looks like a blue mild liner. And I'm just going to very messily color in this top section here. To me, it kind of gives it like a watercolor vibe, because I can't draw straight lines and you're going to have that weird overlap in the center. And to me, that's a harsh line. So I just kind of like gently go through, and it kind of like blends it all together and gives it like a watercolor look. Let's see here. We're going to use the gold here, because it's a pretty bright color. I don't want to use that in the 4 section. And we're going to use soda blue down here, because, it's a little bit softer. Again, it's not a perfect match for that lighter shade of blue that I got in those stickers, but it's close enough for me to get this layout done. Which I feel has been like the longest layout ever. Okay. Let's get this back into the planner. I always like to give yins a finished look so that you know what it looks like once it's all done. And again, cleaning up my space. And that's it. That's what my stress management planner looks like for this week. It's very busy, but very colorful and fun. And again, guys, I just want to close and say thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's.